Welcome and hello, Pisces, my fishies. This is your bonus dream reading for April 26, 2019. It's the energy surrounding that day regarding your dreams and your deepest heart's desires. Um, think about birth, destiny, callings. This is where a lot of the crux of my readings go. Pisces had 42 views of my first weekly reading beginning April 22nd. Pisces, I know your heart was swollen. Swollen. Oh, that was horrible to hear. All right, so let me do my spiel. This is for wherever Pisces falls in your chart. Apply accordingly. We're also smart in that way about houses and stuff, although not by memory. This is not a tarot reading. It's a cartomancy to spark intuitive messages from my spirit guides. Spirit messages may not align with the cards drawn, and being a general reading, not all messages will apply to all. And me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to be less romantic, more life, craft, and action. This is the dream reading, so this is what is your dream? How do you feel about your dream, what you're doing about it, and how that's going? And a little advice to maybe give it a kick in the ass. We don't think about it enough until it's a little too late, and I don't think that's ever, personally. I think if you get close to your dream, like work in that industry at least, even if you're an accountant, you can work in any industry. You might as well work in the one where your heart sings the most. You have more chances of getting your dream done than if you do anything otherwise. So this is about how you feel about your dream, some actions that are going on and that you're dealing with, the energies you're dealing with, and then how that's going to result. It's my tree 3-card reading, and then I'm going to put a few cards here depending on whatever spirit wants. When it comes to advice for my Pisces in your swollen heart, you know it's really hard. Ooh, these are much lighter. I'm going to tell you right now that doing a lot of readings in a row, this is the first time I ever did that was last week. And I did a bunch of them. I did almost 24. I almost did I did a ton of readings because I did a whole 12 set. I'm not that familiar with the personalities of the signs. I'm really still learning and just finding ways to tap into that energy. For example, I looked at what makes a sign happy. Strong support system, Pisces. You've lost a support system, and that's really what's troubling your dream right now. I felt that when I researched that and I looked at it, I wrote it down. Oh, I'm so fast. So yes, wow. Okay, Pisces, what are you dealing with? It's not a swollen heart, but I do see what makes you the happiest is a strong support system. And last week, kind of starting that new job or kind of getting into a new place around new people is really what I felt. It must have been very uncomfortable. So that would have been starting this week, and then what we have here is a new start. You've met somebody. This is an additional person or an additional concept or additional something that gets your heart beating a little bit. Last week, when I did the reading for the week, Pisces was a little heart swollen, a little troubled by the change, not nervous about it. Pisces definitely took that leap of faith, whatever it was. Pisces did not feel good about it, and this Jack of Spades is messages from youth. It actually can be hope as well. Spades also represent thinking and places in society because it also represents communication. That's the word I was looking for, communication. And also the winds of change, especially with the Jack, which would be a page, a messenger. And let's see what else we have. This is what's going on. An Ace of Spades in reverse, and an 8 of Fire, an 8 of Clovers. Okay, aces are... okay, I need to stop explaining the cards because I'm drowning out Spirit. Yeah, Spirit says that... I'm sorry. They want me to go back. Spirit says that you're still walking heavily. The messages you're getting is just that you need to start thinking of your placement somewhere. This is about um, about where you fit in, because it's not important. And that's why it's so hard. You're not there to fit in. That's the message. That's why it's a difficult leap of faith. It's tenuous. It's not going to be fun at all. There will be yelling, perhaps, necessary, because in defenses or what have you of yourself. Um, this upside down Ace of Hearts tells me that you kind of found some hope in love, but you needed to reassert your dominance, your sense of peace, but in a kind of passionate way. It's kind of like I felt like you were starting to get into a new group and a new feeling. This is your dream, and your dream, another part of the dream that Spirit's telling me is that you wanted what you wanted. You don't think you can have because you're not young, and that's wrong. That's, you have some wrong thinking. This is wrong thinking, actually, and that's why you're having trouble finding your place, because you're looking for your place as this jack, as this page, as this youth of mouthy youth, or this this immatureness that just it's improper. So even though you're getting your heart beating again over something, it's something that you really have to let go of. You know, I just watched the Netflix documentary. Well, I watched Wendy Whalen's documentary on Netflix, and she is a former New York City ballet dancer. She danced there for 30 years, and you know what? She never once thought about what she would do after ballet. And everyone thinks that way once you put in so many years and so many performances, because I was a ballet dancer too. But there's a point where your body just frankly hurts, and she was there. It was her first major injury. She had never had an IV in her life, and she was 47 years old. Very strange, because injuries, oof, especially ballet dancers. But she's very blessed, and it was about letting go of that. And you have not let go of this, and it's not serving you, because that's why you're kind of lost right now. Your heart's upside down here because you're putting it at all the wrong places. And even though you have a sense of contentment and you have a sense of purpose coming from this, I don't think it's going to be complete. No, I don't think it's going to be complete. But you will succeed financially. You're going to get some peace with this financially. It's going to settle your home, but you're not going to get what you really want. You're not getting your dream. You're not getting your Oscar. You're not getting your Nobel Peace Prize. This is not happening. And it's not that it can't happen. It's just that you haven't done the work. You haven't put in the ideas, the thinking. You're just too young. You're just so young in the head. But this is like a working person. This is like a person who has to go to work every day, is what I feel too. And that's what this is. This feels like you gotta get in a routine of some kind. It's a routine, even if with this mentality, and even in going in this, even at this mentality, and with your swollen heart from this week, from last week coming in here, what you're learning how to do is support yourself. It doesn't matter if you're trying to win an NBA championship and you haven't bounced a ball in like 15 years. It doesn't matter. The mentality, it's a little twisted, but it's going to work. It's going to get you somewhere. It's going to give you a bit of responsibility. Go with it. Spirit says go with it. That's the strangest message. Oh, look at that. You're going to grow from this to the point of just absolute. This is a 10 of spades. Absolute completion. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of spades, and this is the Stargazer card. This is a admin card. I will come to that in a minute because I want to go up to this 10 and this 6. These are winning cards. 6 is the victory right after the chase. It's like getting the medal wrapped around your neck and then taking that sigh of relief and that victory lap. 10 is the one you get after all the soreness and all the bills are paid, and the prize money in your bank is what is left. All the coaches have been paid. Tens, this is communication and a maturity. This is really good. Even though this seems like a higher card, it's still an immature card. This is a sign that you've gone through a phase in a cycle and won. And these are 2 wins. So you've mastered something already just from putting a little discipline in. You're going to ground yourself a little more again to see what happens from this, to see what you can get. Just like you did here. You stood in that earthy, heavy energy, Pisces, even though you're watery, to get something, to get you a little movement, and it's working. So stick with it. That's actually the message, the main message of this. You're going, okay, I do have some of these admin cards that I hold in my deck. I don't pull these very often. I've only pulled one once for myself since I started doing keeping these in the deck since January. What it means is you have something to do with business. You have not opened your mail in 3 weeks. You need to, I don't know, you need to do a change of address at your bank. You need to pay the DMV. Definitely, this is like go to the DMV and handle that business. That's what these cards are, because I'm very neglectful of it. I can just sit in the, just be the stargazer especially, and I could really stare at the stars all night, and I have actually done it before, multiple times, and it's just wonderful. It's just amazing. But you do have to sleep the whole next day, and you do lose a little business, including, maybe your laundry or cleaning your bathroom, whatever your schedule was, you're out of it. And this tells me you're out of it, and you need to handle that. It's not a pleasant card, but it does keep my decks intact, and I do know I personally need these reminders. And now this is me telling you that, I'm sorry, that was my phone. This is me telling you you need a reminder. You maybe have not cleaned your house in a month. If you're that sad, it might be time to bust out that vacuum and get the puppy smell out of the carpet. I've been there, man, where you're just so sad you forget to take care of some things, and you start living like a cave person. Not a caveman or cavewoman, but a cave person. And this is handle that business before it bites you in the butt. It interferes with everything else. There's a little faux-ness, Pisces, but you're very imaginative. You're very playful and fantastically thinking. And there's a little bit of that here. But Spirit says go with it, because it's going to take you to a new level of doing things and working things and grounding yourself in what you really, really want. That is going to be a success. You're going to learn something. Now, it's pretty timeless, and it's just kind of where your dream is right now, what you really, really want in life. And it also does show me that, Pisces, there's not a lot of cups in here. And the cups that are in here, well, there's a 2. It means you told somebody about this. And then you have an upside down cup. That tells me that you're not standing in your own energy a lot. And Spirit wants me to bring up that you need to stand in your own energy. And part of that might be some of this fantastical dreaminess, that yes, you could be winning an Oscar tomorrow, even though it is April, or all your dreams could come true. You could win the lottery, all that. You're feeling that energy. It's going to take you somewhere. And trust your feelings to kind of lift you up a little bit more and make this more pleasant of a journey for yourself. I feel like Pisces can wallow in their failures. And so it's kind of important to maybe relive some glory days with this past success. This is something coming from your youth, a little bit of immaturity, a little bit of dreamerishness, that it's just the right kind of energy to kind of like jumpstart your heart a bit. Because that's the other thing I saw with these cards, I'm sorry, is it got your heart moving again. It got your heart beating again for something new. And maybe not even that new, but it feels new again. And it's going to work. It feels good, so I would go with that. Thank you for listening, Pisces. Thank you for all the readings on your weekly reading this week. That was very enjoyable to see. I'm very proud of the work I've done with Spirit, and I really hope you get something out of it. Please like, subscribe, comment. I do like comments. I don't get very many. And donate, please, to my PayPal if possible. and if the spirit moves you. Again, thank you for watching, and living in spirit, love, and light.